It's not a deal breaker. It's tough to deal with. If that's the only thing, there's a lot of worse things. But I understand your point. That's got to be. You guys can't take a walk for 2 hours together.
Yeah,
like you can't do it. I don't know. Would it help if it was the same time every day?
I think maybe it would, but it's still
I think
equally
it would
frustrating.
too, because then it's at least predictable and you can work around it.
But then also you could look at it the flip side, that if it's at the same time every day, you can't really be flexible with, what about...
It's probably dating somebody who's got to go to an AA meeting every day.
Right.
Are those the same time?
Why are you asking me?
You know people. Scottsdale. There's a lot of need for them here.
Well, they have them at a lot of different places at a lot of different times.
Right. They do. But that's part of their something triggers it, or I feel anxious and rather go to the bar. I'm going to go to a meeting.
Right.
I'm going to go pray. I'm going to be, people have some 2 hours a day is a little much. I can make a list of things that people could or could not do for 2 hours a day that would be equally or less annoying. I don't know. Yeah. It's a good one because that is one thing. We'll see if she sustains it. I would stick it out. Maybe you'll get married and have babies, and then maybe she won't feel like doing that. Or maybe she'd just be like, fine.
Well, and like you said, if everything else is good and that's the one thing, and the one thing is actually a healthy-ish thing.
Yeah, right.
Then
I know. I've not the worst.
No.
Okay. The next one
good luck,
is
Batman.
from good luck. And you're the Batman, so there's a lot more going on here. I'd like to hear her one thing. All right, this is from Sparkle via our Facebook page. Sparkle. Oh my God, I literally just said this. Okay. Brian, I have noticed you start a lot of stories with this girl I used to date. Well, the guy I currently date does the exact same thing. It's never a friend. It's never a cousin. It's never a coworker. It is always this girl I used to date or my ex-girlfriend. It just reminds me that he dates a lot of girls, and it also makes me think I don't want to someday be one of those girls in a story he's telling a new girl. I absolutely hate it. How do I ask him to stop? I'm also worried he will stop sharing anything if I do ask him.
I think she should just read that letter out loud, almost out loud.
It sounds like she's pointed it out.
Right. What makes you think that she's pointed it out?
Because maybe
yeah, I don't think so.
She pointed out that I do it. I mean, it's a point of reference, and I pointed out it's usually like it's never. Well, here's the thing. If it's like this girl I used to date was so awesome, great.
Right.
But if most of these and most of the ones I tell are like this girl I used to date was a lunatic, and you're amazing. So I don't think it's about putting her down usually, unless it is that. And maybe he doesn't have a lot of friends or cousins or whatever, and his point of reference is usually a girlfriend. And I probably am one of those people. And if she hates it, I think if she just said, listen, good or bad, I just don't want to hear about your old girlfriends anymore, I think he would stop. I think that's an easy one. I think that, and if he's like, no, I need to talk about them, then he's weird. Yeah. Sparkle.
I mean, I think a couple of things. Number one, I totally understand where Sparkle is coming from. Because I've been, on dates with guys and they're like, oh, this girl I used to date, this girl. And I get it. It kind of makes you like not trust them because it makes you feel like they're kind of playery,
Well, yeah.
And then,
or they're still on their mind, or it's just, there's a lot of things that will remind you of that.
Yeah. But then it's like, why would you even think to say that when you're with, and then there's the other thing that it's like, well, are you saying that because you're insecure and you want to make sure that I know that you have a lot of ex-girlfriends?
Yeah. I know. There's a lot of possibilities in that. Not a lot of them are good.
Yeah.
I think I say it here because it's a dating relationship show, but I'm curious if I say it outside of it. I probably do. And I think I'm also like my friend Dave used to do this. So I don't know. So if he only references his anecdotes and his stories are only about ex-girlfriends, it's a little odd. Not the worst thing.
No.
Probably fixable with a conversation.
Definitely.
But always positive reinforcement on these conversations. Don't just chastise him and like, I'm sick of it, and be like, you know what? We're together and you make me feel awesome, and let's just forget them. And some angle like that, I think is solvable.
Totally.
Okay. All right. We got to take a quick break. We will dive back into the, what am I calling this again? The one thing better mailbag. I'm going to fix this in post. I don't know. What am I calling this thing again?
I think you better. Just call it the one thing better mailbag.
One thing better. And we will be back right after this. And we are back with Sparkle and the Batman. And we are diving into the One Thing Better mailbag here. And you guys, those are good so far. Good job, you guys. Okay, the next one, oh my God. It's from Joe Dakota, not from the Dakotas. Okay, Joe Dakota. The one thing I can't stand is that my fiance can't plan anything. She can't make a decision about dinner. She can't make a decision about what to wear. She definitely can't make a decision about our wedding. It drives me crazy. It's so hard to know anything or plan anything. Now, I know you will probably say, well, she decided on you, didn't she? I'm not sure, because when I proposed, she said, oh my God, that sounds like fun. I took that as a yes, and we have been telling everyone we are engaged, and I call her my fiance, but maybe that's not so firm either. So I think my one thing is a pretty big thing. She simply can't make up her mind one way or another on anything, capitalized.
Whoa.
That would be aggravating.
Yeah.
First of all, that sounds like fun. Is that I think that's
sorry,
a yes.
Dakota Joe. I'm not laughing at you.
Is that a yes? I think it's a yes.
It's
not the best yes.
That's not the best yes. Was that all she said? And then did she like grab the ring and put it on and was excited and then make out with you?
Cry and said that sounds like fun. Or, she might have been so surprised
that that's just what came out of her mouth. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like he asked her to go play foosball. Right. He asked you to marry her. Oh my God, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, that's so fun.
I'm not going to say I dated people like that. I know people like that, and they sort of analysis paralysis, and they can't. Sometimes you're just going to have to, if everything else is great, you're just going to have to make some choices for her.
Yeah.
Until she stands up and be like, no, I don't want to do this. So if you're going to be like, wear this, let's do that. You look great in that. I can't imagine you looking any better than you do in that. There are ways then to get her mind out of overthinking things, because that's really what it is.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, I'm somebody who has a hard time making decisions about little things like that too. But I wouldn't describe myself as an indecisive person,
And men are a little bit different on the stuff. Like we go to the mall, we grab the shirt, and we leave, and it's a different mindset. You got to look at that a little bit. But she can't make his decision about dinner, then you make plans for dinner.
And I like when guys do that.
Yeah,
it's
and
thank God.
A lot of maybe she's futzing around waiting for you to step up and step in and be like, this is what we're doing, and here's where we're going. And then she'll probably give you more than if you stand there wishy-washy while she's debating, well, no wonder she gave you that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
Amen.
it drives me crazy. I mean, you got to the point where you proposed to her, so it didn't drive you that crazy. So yeah, I'm with indecisive Dakota. There, I'm with her. I'm fine with it. It's like too bad. Like of all the things, she said she's with you, so she kind of half-assed chose you or accepted you. I'm all right with it. Okay. Moving on. The next one. Nightmare wrapped in a daydream. Is that a Taylor Swift lyric? I think it is. Nightmare wrapped in a daydream. I don't even know if that's a male or a female, but we'll see. Okay. They. Right. What's the one thing? Now I know what it is. What's the one thing? Can it be something physical? It's his feet. They gross me out. I don't like to see them. I don't want them near me. I don't want them touching me. I don't like them in the bed with me. Sorry, 2 feet might be two things, but you know what I mean. He is absolutely beautiful and the sweetest guy, and he rocks my world. But if I catch a glimpse of them, it puts me in a weird mood and just turns me off. I can't tell him to wear boots all the time. I know it's probably my problem and not his, but I just can't deal.
Oh my gosh.
Is that possible?
Yeah.
Is it all feet or is it his feet?
I mean, I think it's his feet.
I wish you nightmare wrapped in a daydream. So that is the nightmare wrapped in your daydream. Oh, I get it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's probably a problem.
Yeah, because there's nothing you can do about it.
Right. It would be like if she had bad hands. I mean, maybe it is. Here's the one thing. So you don't have to see his feet all that much.
I wonder, like, I mean, do they have like fungus, or are they,
does he have,
are they just ugly shapes?
I asked somebody on this podcast once before, would you rather have 11 toes or 9?
9.
Yeah, I chose 9
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
11, you're kind of out
Yeah,
there.
it's a little weird.
Maybe he has 11 toes. Do you think she said something to him?
No. Are you kidding me?
Why?
No.
I would be like, oh my, you have the weirdest feet. Like, cause it's feet. If somebody's like, your face is weird, but it's like you have funky feet.
I know,
feet,
but
you have Fred Flintstone feet.
Yeah, but okay, if I were dating somebody and they were always just like grossed out and they're like, oh, get your feet away from me, like over and over again.
Yeah, but we're guys and we assume our feet are gross.
Okay,
we assume our feet are not as good as the pretty female. If you told a woman that she had ugly feet, it would probably bother her. Not, again, no stereotyping, but I'm absolutely going to stereotype here. That's what we do with the Great Love Debate. If somebody's like, oh my God, you have ugly feet, especially in comparison to the rest of me, which she said he's absolutely beautiful.
Right, and rocks her world.
I think I'd be fine with that, and I would wear socks.
Huh.
I don't think this is a deal breaker. I think you tell him, listen, I love everything about you. Ankles down, covered up.
Oh my gosh.
The bothers me in the bed, she knows they're there.
So what about when they touch her and they're like making love? Does that just ruin everything?
Yeah.
You know?
There's ways to do it. I can get a book out where there's ways to do it without feet touching.
Okay. Or he could just wear socks during the...
I mean, do feet always touch? I don't know.
Wait, you have a book on how to do it?
No, I'm sure there's a book. There's like a Karma Sutra book where there's probably some options that the feet don't touch.
Of course.
I think if you're like, listen, I'm never going to, you're awesome and you're the best, just at least socks around me.
Yeah.
I think I'm fine with that.
Well, I mean, she obviously likes him enough to have stayed with him.
She does, and she thinks he's, now if see, I'm the kind of ego, it's like, if she thinks I'm absolutely beautiful and the only issue is my feet, that I don't need that much around here, I'm wearing I'm wearing the boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am good. I'll wear flippers. I don't care. But if he's like, what are you talking about? And then he sticks his big toe up, like that could be a discussion. I kind of want to know if he said anything.
Yeah.
If she said anything.
Yeah, that would be good information.
I think feet is okay. I mean, I think feet's the one thing that a dude, it's like your toes are, I don't know. I think that guys have not great feet. You know, you go outside here and you see some dudes walking around in sandals and flip-flops and stuff. They don't look good.
Yeah,
you're
right.
Decorating the toes.
Actually really frown upon that.
Yeah, and I know some people who like don't want the feet in the bed and don't want to. So it's not ideal, but if everything else is fine and he's got some funky feet, fuck him. Socks. We're good. And who wouldn't mind?
That's your answer.
You buy him really comfy socks.
Yeah.
You buy him slippers.
And maybe
you tell
socks
him,
that are like cute, that make you smile, so then you create a positive association with his feet.
Yeah, if somebody's
there you go.
It's Pavlovian.
Yeah.
If you said something to me like, listen, you're the best, just your feet are bad, I would make arrangements to keep my feet out of the picture. I'm good. I'm fine.
Perfect.
So maybe that's because my feet aren't great, or maybe they are. I don't know, but maybe I would still be dating her if she liked my feet better, whoever that would be. I don't know. That's a tricky one. You think you're more on the side of like too bad.
Yeah. Too bad what?
You're like too bad, like deal with his feet.
Oh yeah. No, totally. And I'm on the side where it's like,
I think we needed a picture. I needed a picture. What's her name? Nightmare wrapped in a daydream. You had our email to contact us. You need to send a picture so we can properly judge. Because it's like, whoa, those things are purple.
Right. But if they're like not that bad, then, maybe
I know you would look
like
at me. Oh, they're not that bad. Yeah, maybe you just don't like any feet. I'd like to see your feet. Nightmare daydream. Jeez. But I could see it because I think a guy's feet would be gross too. So that's me. Okay. Humper.
Oh boy.
From Brooklyn. He's not the Humper. He's just Humper. I wonder if that's his nickname. Okay. I'm not sure this counts as one thing, but it's the same thing. It's her friends. She is the best, and it's not completely unbearable, but it is bad. Her friends drive me nuts. They are dumb. They are shallow. They are unattractive. They are rude. They are loud. And they are the kind of people where if you were seated next to them at a restaurant, you would ask to move.
Oh, my God.
Not just some of them, all of them. There are like 5 main ones. I can't even fathom she wants to be friends with them at all, but she just says, those are my girls. Her girls suck.
Whoa.
There's a little bit the flip side of the one we got at the beginning.
Yeah.
The dudes.